Hi guys, I just wanted to post a video that I'm pretty excited about. This May marks my 20th anniversary of complete and full recovery. 20 years ago, I completely recovered and have never returned. I've never binged since. I've never attempted to lose weight since. I've never cared about my weight since then. I just am still so grateful. So grateful. So I've actually gone through, I have this bin full of stuff from that time in my life. You know, I've got some high school. This is like a high school button volleyball picture. Look how cute. But anyways, just some old journals. This was actually when I just got married with my husband, or actually after we graduated from college. And anyways, so I pulled out some things, and I'm a little emotional just bringing this stuff up. It's amazing. I found my journal. I'm crying. I found my journal from basically my senior year in high school, my freshman year in college, and my sophomore year when things went bad. And when I met my husband, dated, all of the torment and turmoil I went through is right here. And you can tell at different times I talk about how I am so lonely. I feel horrible about myself. There was one thing in here I did want to read. I don't want to bore you too much with it, but just the disorder of it all. This was after I had come out with the eating disorder. I had to quit volleyball because I couldn't really jump anymore. I was too lean, I wasn't emaciated, and I moved to Salt Lake to live with my sisters while I was trying to recover, and had to put my university semester on hold, and I was trying to recover that work. Anyways, this was May 27th of 1997. I was really upset yesterday because I was sick of the disorder. Why can't I just be and think normal? I wish I didn't have to deal with any of this. I called Dad, and he made a great point by saying that even though I have this problem, which I will probably have to deal with for parts of the rest of my life, I need to live with it and find the quality and goodness in my life. I need to find things in my life that would help improve myself and my way of living. Like my great family, my wonderful boyfriend Mark, who I'm still married to, my physical abilities and health, which is amazing. You know how much I actually talk quite a bit about my dad. I know you guys have listened to my YouTubes. I've always focused on my mother, but my dad, my God. And I found this. I don't know if you guys know this, but my dad is a healer. He's got a master's in psychology. He's actually got a PhD. And what I'm finding is stuff that he had sent me with notes about eating disorders and obsessive compulsiveness. This is the tapping. He had me doing tapping in 1997. And the notes he puts in here are just, he loved me so much. This is hard to look through. I can't even imagine what I put my parents through. This is a letter I wrote to my sister Debbie, telling her I just couldn't do it anymore, and I didn't send it to her because I didn't want anybody to know. I mean, there's so much in here. It's ridiculous. This is amazing. This right here is my diet log. Look, I ate 1,200 calories this day. I have all the measurements, all the food, exactly when to eat, the time. You guys recognize this type of bullshit? I have notes. I tried to use dry milk because it was lower calories, and it said my breakfast didn't taste very good at all because of the dry milk. Oh my god, it's just amazing, the stuff that's in here. When I binged, how much I ate, so at least by the time this was in May, I was up to 1,700 calories. Whoop-de-doo, because guess what, people? There's a note here saying that I ran 46 miles this week. I'm not purging anymore, which I feel really good about myself. But in the same exact thing, I talk about how much more fit I am. I took an eating disorder dietetics course when I moved. I mean, all of this I'll eventually write down, but we had moved to, I left my home. I eloped with this boyfriend. I moved across the country, left a full ride scholarship, and went to school at the University of Massachusetts and played volleyball for them for a little bit. And I took this upper division dietetics course, Nutrition 397A. And we journaled, and I have all those journals, and you can tell I read through all of my journals. This is the last one from the semester, and this was in May. This was the May 12th, 1998. I'm going to read you parts of this. Reading about recovery was very interesting. I never learned or heard or thought about the stages of recovery until now. I just assumed it just happened. For everybody. I recovered and that just happened. But as I read through stages of recovery, I realized that I did go through different stages. I remember the denial when I realized I needed help. I remember the day I decided it was up to me to quit, and the day I saw myself as beautiful. My relationship with my parents and family are better than ever, and I have done nothing but grow and learn from my recovery. I have always been told that we are here. Sorry. I'm going to focus. That I was always told that we are here to experience happiness and sadness, comfort and discomfort, hate and love. That without one, we could not experience the other. I can honestly say this is true. Without my experience having an eating disorder and such low self-esteem, I could not have recognized the happiness that comes with confidence and freedom. I believe every person will eventually have problems or face their own personal, and I put it on quotes, eating disorder. It may be alcoholism, death of a loved one, the loss of a job, or anything that causes grief. But if they realize life will get better and the complicated times will pass, they will experience a happier life. I know because I have been there. I also know that I can make it through anything, and I am ready for my next hurdle to cross, although I hope it won't come for a while. If life was easy with no problems to be sad or over, we wouldn't know what happiness is. We would be excited, or at least more understanding about our trials, because we only grow from them and become better people. I wrote that 20 years ago. I'm just so grateful for the near-death suicide, the horror that I read in that journal, the depression, the apathy. I felt hopeless. It just made me feel so much gratitude for my recovery, and I have my gratitude. I can't even express that enough. So, oh my God, to celebrate And to show my gratitude, I'm going to be offering a 20-year recovery anniversary package. 20 sessions. Normally it's 10 session minimum commitment for $1,500. That ends up being $150 an hour. So for my 20th year recovery, I'm offering 20 sessions for $2,000. That's like $1,000 off. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want it to be effective. I have found that most people need around 20 sessions, plus or minus a few. And I know that commitment also is a big deal. So my goal in offering this is to give you guys something that will help get you some recovery too. I am just so grateful. I can't imagine ever going back to that hell. I don't know. Could you guys imagine me saying, oh my God, you guys, I binged again and burst again. What am I going to do? I mean, seriously. My goal is to offer something for you so that you can experience this recovery too. So if you are ready and you want to be guided with my help through a recovery process, schedule a 90-minute consult. There's a link to my website below. And once you've had that consult, we can talk about what you want to do. So it's you can still do 15 for $1,500 or 10 sessions for $1,500 if you want. But if you're gonna get this done, the 20-year recovery promo for 20 sessions is gonna for $2,000 is gonna go through the month of May. So I've already got like 4 people doing it. So get in my schedule. Let's get this done. I hope to hear from you soon.